November Victor.
There's a Whiskey 9 station in my life. Come back and try that call sign again.
Whiskey 9 station in my life. Come back and try that call sign again.
9 November Victoria.
Okay, I was turning around trying to get a better copy. One more time, slowly, phonetically, Roger.
One more time, slowly, phonetically, Roger.
Whiskey 9 November Victor Yankee. That's Whiskey 9 November Victor Yankee. USL?
November Victor Yankee, is that a Roger?
Victor Yankee, is that a Roger?
Roger that, sir. Indiana, Southern Indiana.
All righty there, November Victor Yankee. I just do have a bare copy on you there. Maybe a couple of clicks over my my Kentucky SDR. Gosh, I would like to get a better copy on you if I could. Come up on that mic and just let me hear you one time.
On you if I could. Come up on that mic and just let me hear you one time.
Whiskey 9 November Victor Yankee, Southern Indiana, India.
Roger, Whiskey 9 November Victor Yankee. Your audio came up quite a bit, so let's go on with a setup procedure, if you like. First thing is the name there.
First thing is the name there.
I'll be Joe.
Roger, Joe, and what's the location again?
Roger, Joe, and what's the location again?
I am Southern Indiana. I could give you a grid square if you want it. Echo Mike 69er, Quebec Alpha.
Doesn't help me, but what radio are you running, Joe?
Doesn't help me, but what radio are you running, Joe?
Well, today we are breaking in a new to me FT-767 VX.
A 767, is that a Roger?
A 767, is that a Roger?
That is a Roger Dodger, my friend.
Okay, so that's a newer radio, is that a Roger?
Okay, so that's a newer radio, is that a Roger?
Negative. This is a 1970s era Yaesu, quote-unquote shack in the box of the day, all band space station.
Okay, question of the hour is, does that have an adjustable transmit bandwidth? Does it have an adjustable transmit bandwidth?
Transmit bandwidth. Does it have an adjustable transmit bandwidth?
I don't believe it has an adjustable transmit bandwidth, but I'm still searching across the 27 buttons and knobs to figure that out.
Yes, sir. It would probably be more something in your menu. Roger, Roger. Well, anyway, Joe, it's not a critical thing. Thing is, we usually suggest if you have a compressor processor to run it up to a 3. It's something that you'll never hear on the air, but it helps us reach our final dynamic range dBs. So put that compressor processor on a 3 or a 30, depending on how it's labeled. Roger?
Labeled, Roger.
QRMers are everywhere. A dying breed, I hope. Anyway, Joe, trying to copy the mail here. You know, I don't understand why somebody wants to QRM, but there you go. Joe, I just went to my local antenna. We're around Louisville, Kentucky, so I should be able to copy you now. Give me about 3 seconds or 4. Say hello. Let me copy the audio here real quick. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, Friday afternoon, Qso-Vlog Network. Joe, you still have a copy? Well, Joe, I lost you there, buddy. I'm going to have to move along here. We'll try it one more time. KC9VKV, how about it? NVY, Joe in Indiana. This is KC9VKV.
KC9VKV, I have you, wow, you're a 5.9, a clear, crisp 5.9 here in my shack. I have the processor off at the moment. I'll cut it on.
All right, so if you can turn it on and add a 3, that's what we're looking for. Your processor, compressor on and add a 3. Roger, roger.
KC9VKV, Victor Kilo Victor. I turned the processor on, and I'm not sure if you can hear me. Now,
Yes, sir, I can copy you. Now, what I want you to do is move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you say the word audio, you become a human test tone generator. Just say the word audio, stretch out the front. Don't stress it, just say it. And with your mic gain, adjust it to where your ALC meter is running 2/3 or 7, depending on which comes first. How about it, Joe? Do you know where your mic gain is on your radio? NVY, this is KC9VKV. Are you still there?
4 Whiskey, Quebec, Quebec.
Quebec, stand by just a moment. I've got Joe in limbo there just for a minute, and I'll be with you, Roger. Joe, do you copy KC9VKV?
I do indeed, sir. I just now deselected my processor. Do you have me now?
Roger, roger. Do you know where your mic gain is?
I do, and I was actually adjusting it per your request, but I also had the processor on, and I wondered if something might flip with my processor, so I cut the processor off.
Keep the processor on, and you have to be in transmit to set your ALC, sir. So transmit, and as you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is 2/3 or 7, depending on which comes first. Come on, buddy, you're coming on up, so come on up. Are you listening to an SDR or something? Seems to be quite a delay here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, why don't you put your mic on 6 or 60 or somewhere in the mid-range there just for a moment. Or maybe we're doubled. Just put your mic on a 6 or 60 or somewhere in the mid-range. Your mic volume control.
Set now to about a 6.
All right, sir, on 6, why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio?
Say again your last.
You don't seem to be responding to me. I'm not really sure what's happening, Joe. You know, it's usually a two-way conversation. I talk, you talk, you know, kind of like that.
Well, actually, I am doing that, but I'm wondering why you're not able to hear me.
I don't know, sir. I don't know. But your radio is on a 6. Your mic gain is on a 6 now?
Correct.
Is that a Roger? I don't know why you're dropping out, Joe, why I can't hear you 1 minute and then the next minute, you know, you're gangbusters, so I'm not real sure.
Well, I do not know either. That is weird. I don't know the answer.
Yes, sir. It could be a scratchy mic pot. Come on up to a 7. Come up to a 7 and let me hear you.
Started our set. I don't think. Well, maybe. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Yeah, Joe, maybe it's a dirty mic pot. Maybe it's a dirty mic pot. Come up to 7. Come up to a 7 on your mic gain and let me hear you.
Roger that. I'm up to a 7, and I've got some deflection on my meters now.
Yes, sir. Come on up to an 8. Coming up to an 8. And let me hear you.
1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. How's that?
Sounding better. What's your nomenclature on that microphone? Is it 0 to 10 or 0 to 100?
Oh, it's a knob. If that's what you're asking, it's a knob. And the knob is 0 to 10. How much here on my meter goes up to 20. AOC goes up to 4. Not sure if those are the things you're looking for, but they all seem to be relatively low on the meter, the low side of the meter.
Yes, sir. Well, take your mic gain on up to a 9. Take your mic gain on up to a 9 and let me hear you. At a 9, talk about 2 inches away from your microphone. At a 9, Roger, Roger.
Roger that. About a thumb length away from my face or from my lips here. I'm talking at a 9 now, and I do have meter deflection, and it's still in the bottom half of my meter, by and large, but it's much better than it was before, I believe.
Yes, sir. All right, take it to a 10. Is that your max out at a 10, Roger, Roger? Take it to a 10 and talk to me.
There it is at 10. All the nice drive knobs and potentiometers are all the way to the right.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be a dirty pot there, Joe. I'm not real sure, but take it right to a 10 there and talk to me, Roger.
Roger that. It is now over at the full stop. The processor is off at this moment. I do want to check that back on again now that I've got the meter deflection.
Yes, sir. Turn the processor on at 3. On at a 3, Roger.
All right. I just have the processor on, set to number 3, or to level 3, and my deflection meter when I'm transmitting is black.
Okay, now I want you to come right up on that microphone, about an inch away from that microphone. Talk right into it, about an inch away, Roger?
Roger that, about an inch away from the face. I do have the processor off. It seems when I turn the processor on, it no longer
It really helps your audio, though. So you're maxed out on your mic audio level. Is that a Roger?
That is correct. I'll switch the processor back on here on the next back and forth. See if you can't hear me at that point.
All right, go ahead and switch it on and let me hear you.
Processor is off now, and while I was talking with the processor on, I had 0 meter deflection.
What kind of microphone is that you're running, Jared?
This is the stock microphone for this Qso operation.
All right, come on right up on that microphone. I mean, right on it. Touch your lips to that. Is that a hand mic or a desk mic?
It is a hand mic, yes, hand mic.
All right, bring it right to your lips, to the corner of your lips, and talk across it. Don't talk directly into it. Bring it to the corner of your lips and talk, and actually touch the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger?
Roger that. I'm talking across the front of the microphone at this time, touching my cheek, essentially.
Yes, sir. I think that's about the best you have been there, Joe. I would run it just like that. Roger, Roger.
Roger that. I know that I tend to get that microphone a little bit away from my face. Perhaps I'm not alone. I don't know. But yes, I can appreciate that, not knowing where the right spot is. So I appreciate your assistance.
Yes, sir. And your ALC meter should be running about 2/3 now, Roger?
Yep, right on the money. You are exactly just over 2/3 at the peak.
Yes, sir. I'd run it just like that. Get the Gorilla Tape out and taper down. Roger, Roger. And if you want to hear your audio, go to YouTube, or call it a search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. And that'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2900. And I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger that. And say again the index number.
Roger, Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor, followed by the word logbook. Roger?
Logbook. And you said that this recording will have a serial number?
No, just do a call it a search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. It'll take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2900. Roger?
Understood. Got you 1 of 2900. I understand. I'm always pretty nervous.
Roger, Joe. Let me say 73 to you, sir. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you.